the 4 places older adults frequent that often lead to struggles in their later years. As people age, there's a noticeable difference in how they navigate their twilight years. Some seniors, once they retire, seem to blossom into a second youth. They become more carefree, healthier, and more content with life, living it to the fullest. On the other hand, there are others who, after retiring, seem to face mounting difficulties. Their health declines, their hearts feel heavy, and their family relationships become strained. Some people even start to mutter about how miserable these seniors' lives have become. But the truth is, it's not always fate at play. It's not that the universe is being unfair to these individuals. Rather, it's the choices they made earlier in life and their habits that now manifest in their later years that shape the reality they face. Writer Yu Hua once said, "Life belongs to each person as a personal experience. It does not belong to others' opinions." Yet, reality can be hard-hitting. For some older adults, their difficult lives in old age aren't the result of bad luck, but rather their constant tendency to put themselves in harm's way. They go to places they should avoid, break boundaries they should have respected, and continue habits that, when they were younger, seemed harmless. However, as they age, those habits and choices start to take their toll. The reality is that life is like a marathon. Every misstep along the way costs us something precious, and every bad decision takes away from our long-term well-being. Many older generations used to say, "One wrong step can lead to many more," and it's true. Some places may seem harmless, and some activities may appear harmless. But if seniors frequently find themselves in these situations, it can seriously affect their well-being in the later years of life. Today, we'll talk about 4 such places that can lead older adults to struggle in their retirement years. 1. The free lunch trap. Be wary of free offers. Many seniors, upon retirement, find themselves with more time on their hands. Naturally, some look for ways to fill that time with activities and socializing, often finding solace in events like free seminars, free products, or discounted trips. However, what many don't realize is that free offers can often be the most expensive traps. For example, consider a woman named Janet, who had been living a simple and peaceful life after retirement. One day, her friend invited her to attend a free health seminar. Once she entered the venue, the staff greeted her with overwhelming warmth, offering her water and even a seat right next to the speaker. The kindness seemed so genuine, she felt almost moved to tears. But just a week later, Janet found herself purchasing an expensive mattress, a massager, and various health supplements, all supposedly capable of curing any ailments. Her retirement savings were drained, and by the time her children discovered what had happened, there was only a few $100s left in her bank account. You might think, why didn't she know better? The truth is, she was lonely. She longed for someone to care about her well-being and listen to her concerns about her back and joint pains. Instead of spending money on professional medical advice, she opted for these so-called miracle products that promise quick fixes. These free events are not about helping seniors. They are clever marketing schemes designed to exploit their vulnerabilities. Whether it's a free lecture, a low-cost vacation, or an offer for a free product, the hidden cost can be devastating. It's not just about the money. It's about the emotional manipulation that preys on loneliness and the desire for connection. Just like the story of a senior named Jim, who tried to sign up for a low-cost vacation package, thinking it was a great deal, but ended up being pressured to buy expensive health products. It's crucial for seniors to understand that these free offers are often not what they seem. True joy in retirement doesn't come from chasing every freebie, but from enjoying what's truly valuable in life, like family, hobbies, and health. 2. The late-night entertainment addiction, a silent form of self-destruction. Some seniors believe that staying engaged in social activities like card games or other forms of entertainment is the key to a fulfilling retirement. While this is true to some extent, there's a dark side to this obsession. Take, for instance, George, a man who had always planned to spend his retirement tending to his garden and reading. But when a new casino opened nearby, he decided to try his luck. Initially, it was just a few hours of entertainment, but soon it turned into an addiction. He started spending every night at the casino, neglecting his health, his family, and his peace of mind. One fateful night, while playing a game, George suddenly collapsed, clutching his chest. It turned out to be a severe heart attack. When he regained consciousness in the hospital, his first words were, "Did I win?" George had no idea how much his obsession had taken a toll on his body and mind. His daughter was devastated, questioning how her father could prioritize gambling over his health. But George defended himself, saying, "I'm just spending my money on something I enjoy." The problem wasn't just the money he spent. It was the toll on his health and his family relationships. Gambling may seem like harmless entertainment at first, but it quickly becomes a toxic habit that can erode a person's health, happiness, and dignity. Unfortunately, many similar situations occur with older adults who attend free entertainment events or enroll in seemingly harmless hobby groups. These activities often hide behind a veneer of harmless fun, but they can become dangerous traps that take away a senior's peace of mind. 3. The overbearing caregiver syndrome, trying to please others at the cost of your own happiness. Another common mistake that seniors make is trying to be overly helpful and accommodating to their children and grandchildren, believing that their sacrifices will result in love and gratitude. However, the reality often turns out to be quite different. Take Eleanor, for example. After retiring, she moved in with her son and daughter-in-law to help take care of her grandchildren. She cooked, cleaned, and took care of the household while never once complaining about the workload. But even so, her daughter-in-law often criticized her cooking and said she interfered too much in their family's affairs. One day, when Eleanor accidentally misplaced her grandson's school bag, her son coldly remarked, "Can't you pay more attention?" Eleanor was heartbroken. Despite her years of service to her family, she was treated like a burden. She decided to leave, walking out quietly one morning with only a small bag in hand. This story is all too common for seniors. They feel like their value lies in how much they can help others, and so they sacrifice their own needs to please their children. But the reality is that these seniors are often taken for granted. They are not treated with the respect they deserve. It's a harsh truth, but a necessary one to acknowledge. Taking care of yourself and setting boundaries is just as important as helping others. For the busybody syndrome, overcommitting in retirement. Lastly, many seniors try to stay busy by getting involved in every little thing, offering advice, helping out with minor neighborhood disputes, or trying to fix everyone's problems. Take Samuel, for example, who was the go-to person in his community whenever someone needed help. Whether it was fixing a neighbor's fence or resolving a domestic dispute, Samuel was always there. At first, his neighbors appreciated his help, but eventually, his over-involvement started to cause problems. He got caught in a situation where a neighbor blamed him for losing a package, and another neighbor blamed him for stirring up unnecessary drama during a family argument. Samuel was trying to prove that he was still useful, but in reality, his eagerness to get involved only led to frustration and misunderstandings. He forgot that retirement isn't about being responsible for everyone's issues. It's about finding peace and joy in your own life. This is a common mistake for many seniors, trying to stay busy by getting involved in everything and overcommitting themselves. But often, they end up losing their sense of peace and dignity in the process. Instead of getting involved in everyone else's business, the real wisdom in retirement lies in knowing when to step back and take time for yourself. Conclusion: living a fulfilled retirement. When you think about it, a truly fulfilling retirement isn't about how much money you make, how many things you own, or how many people you help. It's about finding your own rhythm, setting boundaries, and living your life with respect and dignity. It's about enjoying quiet moments with friends, family, and hobbies, rather than running after every fleeting opportunity or trying to please everyone around you. Ultimately, the key to a peaceful and joyful retirement lies in self-respect, understanding where to spend your energy, and knowing when to say no. So remember, retirement is about more than just taking a break from work. It's about living in a way that truly nurtures your body, mind, and soul. Find your peace and live it in a way that honors you.